replaced by some other element of a compound. Like for example, if I'm having copper sulfate, CuSO4, copper sulfate, okay? And this copper sulfate, if I'm heating, okay?
Okay, is it not clear now? My voice is clearly audible to you now? Better than previous one? Is I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
So, like we have copper sulfate, CuSO4, blue color, copper sulfate, and you add zinc to it. What would happen? It will displace. So, displace like that becomes ZnSO4 plus C. ZnSO4 plus C. Are you getting a point? What I'm saying? It will form
Yes, sir.
ZnSO4 plus C. ZnSO4 plus C. So why it is displacing this one? Why it is displacing this one? Who's for displacing? Reason behind it that because zinc is more reactive than copper. Why I'm saying that zinc is more reactive than copper? Why I'm saying that copper is less reactive? What is that criteria that help me to decide that zinc is more reactive, copper is less reactive, sodium is more reactive? Why I'm saying that some element is more reactive? And what is that criteria on which I am deciding that this element A is more reactive, this element B is less reactive, this element is C very less reactive? What is that criteria that is helping me to decide whether which element is going to decide? So that criteria for a metal, the reactiveness of metal is decided by the in terms of losing of electrons. The element that will lose electron first, that can easily lose electron, is considered to be as, say that the element that loses electron is considered to be as the highly reactive. That can loses electron in very less amount of energy. That require very less amount to lose electron. That is called more reactive element. Like for example, if I'm having sodium, potassium, then sodium, then calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, then mercury, okay, then silver, then gold, then lead. Okay, this is coming one line. Blue. Why I'm saying that potassium is more reactive than sodium? Why? On what criteria? What I'm saying potassium can lose electron more easily as compared to that of sodium. Sodium will lose more electron easily than compared to magnesium. All the elements that are blue. Sodium will lose electron more easily. Let me check how potassium can is more reactive than sodium. If we check the electron configuration of potassium, that is 288. This is the electron configuration of potassium. 288 electron in the first shell, 8 electron in the second shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking this one as sodium. 8, 8, 1. 8. This is the electron configuration of sodium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is sodium. Now, if I'm talking about the potassium is 2, then 2, and 2, and then very common. So 2 in the first shell, then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then last electron is 8. If you notice this one, that the size of the outermost shell, because of the outermost shell, the size of the potassium is moved because of an extra shell, because it is having 2, 8, 8, 1. It is having 4 shells. It is having 2, 8, 1, it is having 3 shells, 3 orbits. Because of that, size of the sodium is smaller than the size of potassium. Hence, we know that it is going to lose only 1 electron. Potassium will lose 1 electron, sodium will lose 1 electron. And the outermost shell of sodium, potassium is far away than as compared to that of sodium. Here it is present here, and here it is present here. This distance is more as compared to this distance. So, as you know that electrons are negatively charged, electrons are negatively charged, and proton is positively charged. So proton and electrons are holded by the nucleus. If there is a large distance between proton and electron, this electron can be used easily as comparison to that of this electron because there is more power. Are you getting the point? Hence, we can say that potassium, because of an extra shell, it has bigger size, and bigger size uh, result in a greater distance between the nucleus and the neutron, and this result in easy removal of electron. And that's why we can say that potassium is, sorry, this one is more reactive than other. Are you getting a point? समझ आया? Are you getting a point? समझ आया?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is the way that how we can say that how an electron is more reactive now than more reactive. Sorry, how sodium is more reactive than potassium. Potassium is more reactive than sodium because of extra shell. It can use electrons. So similarly, other elements in the reactivity series are based on the same line. They sodium will lose electron more easily than all the blue elements. Magnesium will lose its electron than all the elements. Lead will lose all the electron more easily than all the blue elements. So if I'm saying one more topic that we shall going to start writing, then copper sulfate, if I'm talking about this one, see, then it will displace the electron. Why it is doing so? Can anybody answer this question? Why it is doing so?
So what?
Why it is doing so that sodium, that potassium, zinc is more reactive than copper? Why I'm saying so? I am saying just because zinc will lose electron more easily. Now what happened here is just listen to the concept. There copper is having positive 2 charge and sulfate ion is having -2 charge, and zinc is having no charge because zinc is in elemental form. It is in the strip. Zinc is having no charge, 0 charge. But when it forms zinc sulfate ZnSO4 plus Cu, then zinc will have positive 2 charge and copper will now have 0 charge. If you see the individual, then what is happening here is that zinc, which is having 0 charge, it is going on Zn2 positive. And how an element can acquire 2 positive charge when it loses 2 electrons? If an element is getting 2 positive charge, it is only possible when it loses 2 electrons. And how a positively charged copper, 2 positively charged copper, is coming on, it's removing its electron and acquiring on and coming on 0 charge. It's removing its charge and coming on 0 charge. +2 से 0 आने. ये कब possible है? जब इस पर 2 नेगेटिव चार्ज, ये जो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें डोनेट करेंगे. Got it? अब ऐसा हुआ कि why it is so that why zinc is donating its electron to the copper? It just because of the stability, and हमेशा हर एक चीज नेचर के अंदर it always shift from higher energy level to lower energy. अगर ऐसे अरेंजमेंट में रिएक्टेंट की एनर्जी मान लेते हैं 1000 जूल एनर्जी, 1000 जूल, and if it shift to this arrangements for zinc will take the place of this one, let's say energy will become 800 joule. So it will shift from higher to lower energy. That is the rule of nature, that everything in the universe wants to lower its energy. Where are you there? Where? You are not allowed to turn off the camera. So everything in the universe, okay, wants to come from higher energy level to lower energy. So it is coming. And how can I prove this? Just for suppose this is a bank A. This is a bank A. Bank A. This is bank A. Okay. And this is a person who take a loan from it for a rupees of 1 lakh. 1 lakh rupees. He borrowed a loan of 1 lakh rupees with an interest of 10% per annum. Okay. Okay, just imagine what is happening here. A person borrowed a loan of 10 lakh rupees, sorry, 1 lakh rupees at a rate of 10% per annum from bank. Now bank B is coming here. Now bank B, what does bank B offers? That we are giving 1 lakh rupees to this bank that you have borrowed. This person don't have 1 lakh rupees right now. He has invested that 1 lakh rupees from somewhere to some business. He don't have the cash payment right now. So what bank B is saying? Bank B is saying that I am returning your loan of 1 lakh rupees to this bank directly. If this bank has spent 1 lakh rupees, so it is giving this bank A loan, okay, 1 lakh rupees back. And now he's saying that give me only 5%. He's charging you 10%. You need to give me 5%. Only 5%. तो क्या पर्सन ए के लिए प्रॉफिटेबल है या नहीं है? You understand the question? What I'm saying? Bank A say person in a loan 1 lakh rupees 10% पर पर्सन ए ने वो पैसा नहीं इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, उसके पास अभी कैश है। तो बैंक बी ने कहा कि मैं आपका लोन प्रीपे कर देता हूँ बैंक ए को, मैं आपका पैसा जो आपने लिया है जिस पर आप 10% इंटरेस्ट दे रहे हो, वी आर रिपेइंग योर लोन टू बैंक। इसमें 1 लाख रुपए जो इसके ऊपर कर्ज था, इसका कर्ज इस बैंक ने उतार दिया, इस बैंक को दे दिया। एक बैंक का 1 लाख रुपए मिल गया, एक बैंक खत्म गया। अब इससे कह रहा है अब 1 लाख रुपए का कर्ज किसका हो गया? इस वाले बैंक का, ये इसको पे करेगा क्योंकि इसने इसका 1 लाख रुपए पे कर दिया। उसने बैंक ए को तो पैसा मिल गया, हो गया। बैंक बी का अब कर्ज हो गया इस बंदे पर और वो हो गया फिर से 1 लाख, इसने 1 लाख रुपए इसके पेमेंट कर। अब ये कह रहा है कि मुझे 5% ही देना, ये पहले 10% दे रहा था, अब तुम इंटरेस्ट 5% दे। तो ये प्रॉफिटेबल बिजनेस है या नहीं है पर्सन के लिए? हाँ या ना? यस सर? यस, इट इज डेफिनेटली प्रॉफिट। ऋत्विका, आफरीन,
Yes,
मैं,
sir.
सफिया, रयान, why you are keeping your mouth shut? Is it profitable or not? Sir,
Yes, sir.
if you have a debt of 1 lakh rupees and some person give that debt to from your side to that person कि जॉब तुम फ्री हो, मैंने तुम्हारा पैसा दे दिया। अब पहले तुम उस पर्सन को हर महीने 1,000 देते थे, अब तुम जिस पर्सन ने तुम्हारा लोन पे किया है उसको तुम सिर्फ 500 रुपये पर मंथ दो तो चलेगा? प्रॉफिटेबल हुआ ना? आई समझ में बात? सो यहाँ पर भी ऐसे ही हुआ। पहले 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन का लॉस था CuSO4 बनने पर, जैसे ही जिंक आया और जिंक ने जिंक सल्फेट बनाया, सल्फेट आयन को 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए थे, तो पहले कॉपर से बोरो कर रखे थे। जिंक ने क्या किया, अपने 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन इसको दिए कॉपर, और कॉपर हो गया 1000, उसको फ्री कर दिया और अब खुद ने इसके सल्फेट के साथ बॉन्ड बना लिया। ये कब पॉसिबल? क्योंकि जिंक को कम एनर्जी लगती है इलेक्ट्रॉन करने को, तो ये पॉसिबल है। रिएक्शन आगे चली जाएगी, फेवरेबल कंडीशन है कि कम पैसे में वो काम करने वाला। समझ आई बात? समझ आई? इसको किसी भी तरह से तुम समझ सकते हो।
Yes, sir.
More reactive element displaces the less reactive element. It means that more reactive element is taking less energy. और एनर्जी लेस लगेगी तो मतलब अच्छा है ना। आपके घर में एक CFL लगेगी जिससे आप इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ले लो, मतलब तो मान लेते हैं पहले जो जमाने के बल्ब आते थे वो बल्ब 100 वॉट, अभी कोई एक बल्ब है जो 10 वॉट की एनर्जी या 20 वॉट की एनर्जी लेगा लेकिन वही रोशनी आपको देगा, तो आप अब उस बल्ब को रिप्लेस करोगे ना? यस।
Yes, sir.
Simply, what I want to say is that why this is displacing. The concept is this one, that why it is displacing. ऐसा कर ही क्यों रहा है? सवाल इस चीज का कि हमने कॉपर सल्फेट में जिंक सॉल्यूशन करा, कोई टीचर तुम्हें एक्सप्लेन नहीं, बस ये बोलेगा कि मोर रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट डिस्प्लेसिंग द लेस रिएक्टिव एलिमेंट, दैट इज कॉल्ड डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन। लेकिन ऐसा कर क्यों रहा है? व्हाई इट इज डूइंग लाइक दिस? व्हाई देयर इज अ रीजन? दिस रीजन इज वेरी सिंपल, बिकॉज़ जिंक when make bond with sulfate ion and free the copper, means when it come into this arrangement it will lower the reactant energy. इस अरेंजमेंट में उनकी एनर्जी कम नहीं है, ऐसे अरेंजमेंट में आने में लोगों की एनर्जी कम है, बस ये वजह है। दैट्स फाइन। मान लेते हैं यहाँ पर थी 1000 जूल एनर्जी रिएक्टेंट की, अगर ये अपने आप को इस तरह से इसमें आया जिंक सल्फेट एंड कॉपर में, तो ये एनर्जी हो गई मान लेते 700 जूल, तो बाकी का 300 जूल एनवायरनमेंट में चला जाए। इसलिए एक डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शंस आर एक्सोथर्मिक, दे लिबरेट हाफ हीट। क्योंकि ये spontaneous reaction है, they move by themselves. ये अपने आप में. This is a spontaneous reaction. So start writing this one. What is displacement reaction? The reaction in the more reactive element discusses the less reactive element from its compound is called displacement reaction.
Sudden.
Where have you written this one, Sophia?
Yes, sir.
Sophia, let me check. Let me inform that your parents that you are not turning on your camera, so that ये हमारे parents के knowledge में that you are not turning on your camera, because it is very important for us to know. So that's why we are having a short version. We want the student to remove our eyes and whether he is writing or not properly, maybe something. So I know that you are a sincere student, but let me is coming in a minute. Let me tell the parents that you are not turning on the camera. Okay.
Sir, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. What I'm saying is that you are not turning on your camera, so we are just going to inform your parents. So I'm arranging a call to your parents, okay? Because it is very important for us, for the Learnivio team, for better teaching experience and for better uh, keeping an eye on the students, whether he is writing or not. We need the students to have their camera turned on. So that's important for us. Okay. So if you are
Okay,
turning
sir.
on your camera, so should I inform to your parents or you are turning on your camera?
Yes, sir, you can inform my parents.
Okay. Okay. Done. So have you noted this one, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now moving to the next part is this you have to start writing the valencies. That when you have, let me show you that when you are adding copper to the copper sulfate solution, zinc to the copper sulfate solution, you will notice that zinc the color of Cu2 positive ion is blue in color. This solution, copper sulfate solution, is blue in color just because of this Cu2 positive. When you add zinc to it, it will form zinc sulfate. And the color of Zn2 positive is colorless. Colorless. So here it will become colorless. The blue color will disappear. And the copper solid will have the color blue. Sorry, brown. Brown color of copper will be deposited on the strip of zinc. On the strip of zinc, like this. Okay. So what is going to happen here is that, please draw this one, that when you are having a copper sulfate solution, then it will be Cu2 positive, SO4 minus 2 ions. But after some time, when you add zinc strip, after some time you will notice that the zinc strip will start corroding, and instead of copper sulfate, the copper ions will be Zn2 positive ion, and the solution will become transparent or colorless. And now the broad color here will be of copper that is deposited on the surface of the zinc. Please notice both changes. Done? Okay.
No, sir.
Now please.
Sir, done.
Okay. Write down the reactivity series, please. This reactivity series is based on the loss of electron. Yeah, losing of electron. On the losing of electron by an atom. The one which can lose electron most easily in less amount of energy, it is considered to be as most damage. It is not a losing. We make this reactivity series. This lead, you had lead, we have hydrogen. Means there is no space, just start writing this one, but you have to write all in a single line. It's lead, then hydrogen and water material, they should come in a single line. Okay, down fast. Done?
No, sir. Certain.
Oh, yeah. Everyone has got it. Writing it down. Yes, I wrote this in the last class. Yeah, I am.
Yes, sir.
Take a note. Laughing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now the reaction between metals and non-metals. So reaction between metals, you know that acids when react with metals, they into salt plus hydrogen gas. Acids when react with metal, they get salt plus hydrogen gas. Salt plus hydrogen gas. If you look at this reaction, like for example, if I'm having H2SO4 and react with zinc, you get ZnSO4 plus H2. And zinc is displacing hydrogen from its compound. How it is possible? It is only possible when zinc is more reactive than hydrogen in the reactivity speed. We have zinc here. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, then zinc, then iron, then tin, then lead, then hydrogen. Zinc is above, it will displace. What about if I'm having H2SO4 with silver here and we are having H2SO4? There will be no reaction. So why? Because silver comes low hydrogen in the reactivity state. So you will get copper, mercury, then silver. Silver is less reactive. Are you getting my point? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Map. Are you getting? Afri?
Yes, sir.
Latifah?
Yes.
So why silver is simply not able to displace because silver is now below hydrogen in the reactor. That's why it will not displace. That's why it will not displace. So same thing happened here also. Okay. More reactive element always displaces the less reactive element from its compound. And the reaction between acid base is also a displacement reaction. So note it down. Reaction between Done this one.
Sir, done.
Three guys, you got it.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yes.
done.
Three also. You have. Should I move to the next part? Similarly, when metals react with, if metals are going to react with water, when metals react with water, they either form metal plus, when metals react with water, they form metal hydroxide or metal oxides. Like for example, sodium and react with water will form sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Formula of sodium hydroxide is just because sodium is very simple and hydroxide is also very simple. So both will be same but only plus hydrogen. Similarly, when talking about calcium, calcium can react with water to give you calcium hydroxide. And the formula of calcium hydroxide will be calcium is equal to 2 and hydroxide is equal to 1. Cross multiplied by its it divides by its. So the four metals, sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium, they form hydroxide. Other metals such as potassium, sodium, other metals such as iron, aluminum, zinc, when they react with water, they should be at least considerably gas chain. And moreover, if I'm talking about zinc, when react with water, it will actually get more as hydrogen. Yes or no? Zinc when react with oxygen, it will give you ZNO plus hydrogen. Plus hydrogen gas. So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to saying is that ZNO zinc oxide will react with. So it is saying zinc. Why this reaction is happening? Reaction is it a displacement reaction? Afrin, is it a displacement reaction? Yes. Zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. Here it is displacing this entire hydrogen. So simply we can see here that those metals that are above hydrogen in the reactivity C, like for example, if you react copper with water, no reaction. Because copper is less reactive. Not displace. Copper नीचे आता है hydrogen. You react silver with water, no reaction. That's why we used to say that we should keep drinking water in copper bottles because copper don't react with. So start writing this one, please. Understand people. Yeah, why are you taking so much time? Why?
Sir, done.
Deepika done? Done?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, only those metals that are above hydrogen in the reactivity series are able to produce hydrogen or reaction with acids. सिर्फ वही metals जो acid से ऊपर होते sorry hydrogen से ऊपर होते हैं. Like for example, those metals that are above hydrogen such as potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, tin, they are above hydrogen. So they are able to produce hydrogen gas. Other metals like copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum, they don't react with acid, even don't react with water. Okay, reaction with metals with acid is a displacement reaction. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Metals react with acid is called displacement reactions. Metals reaction with acid is called displacement reactions. Okay, now one more thing here is that the reaction between acids and metals or displacement reaction are very different. Like in case of if I'm talking water, in case of water, if I'm talking, like Na when react with water, it forms NaOH plus hydrogen gas. The reaction is so exothermic that the heat liberated out during the reaction led the hydrogen gas to catch fire. Let me show you this. But if you put the hydrogen gas, sorry, sodium metal in water, that it led to the blast. Okay? So the toilet experiment that person is adding sodium metal to the sodium metal that he's putting, and then he put this sodium. You can check it. And he has put this sodium in order to prevent loss of hydrogen gas. And then what he is doing is that he add sodium metal to this one. Even this amount of sodium can result in the blast and produce large amount of heat that it led the hydrogen gas to catch fire. Okay, the heat is so large that the heat liberated out during the reaction led the hydrogen gas to catch fire. So when you put this bigger one, this time, okay, we will check it that liquid. And he add this bigger piece in this one. And then add water. So it will let this one to blast. It will let this one to blast. So this is explosive, like the hydrogen bomb, small mini hydrogen. Because hydrogen is very, very flammable gas, and when it catch fire, it create a blast. So you can check this one that seat has been completely destroyed just because of that hydrogen gas that is produced. So the reaction between metals and non-metal is very reactive. Sorry, metals and water is very reactive in this case, and it is a displacement reaction. So displacement reaction produces large amount of heat. In case of this one, depending on the spontaneity, the more the spontaneous reaction is, जितने कम time में कोई reaction इतनी ज़्यादा heat produce. If it is occurring very slowly, taking large amount of time, so it will be less amount of heat being produced, slowly heat will be- that will be it might not be observable. Okay. Now write down the reaction for the double displacement reaction. Write down the reaction for double displacement reaction. The reaction in which simultaneously there is the exchange of ion. Reaction in which there is simultaneously exchange of ions takes place. And
Yes, sir.
there is simultaneously exchange of ions takes place. We call it double displacement reaction. Now moving further, what is double displacement reaction? Like for example, if I'm saying a barium chloride and react with sodium sulfate, aqueous of they both are in aqueous. Aqueous means that they are soluble, that they are water soluble, they are in ionic form. Ba2 positive, Cl minus, Cl minus. Ba2 positive, Cl minus. They are like in this one. Here like this. And sodium sulfate is also negative positive, SO4 minus. Negative positive, Na1 positive, SO4 minus. Na1 positive, Na1 positive. This is like this. They are insoluble. Are you getting it right? What I'm saying? Trying to say. So this is barium and this one is sodium. They are in R, but when they react together, sodium start making bond with sodium, right? And barium start making bond with barium sulfate. They are exchanging their ion. They are exchanging their ion. And they are making BaSO4 plus sodium chloride. And here when they make this one, BaSO4 plus NaCl. Why I'm writing that? Why I'm not writing Ba2SO4 in like here Na2SO4? Reason behind it is very simple because barium valency is 2 and sulfide atom is also. But it will get BaSO4. समझ आया? So reason that we will balance it later. यहाँ पे 2 is balance होता है. Now it is in aqueous form. It is in aqueous form, and it is the precipitate is formed. Then precipitate. So Ritvika, what I'm saying and trying to say here is that Ritvika, are you doing? It seems that are you doing something, some other stuff also?
Sir, I was noting it down.
Instantly you are noting it. Please concentrate, right? Concentrate on this. What I'm saying is concentrate. So what I'm saying is that why they are exchanging their reason behind it that if they are exchanging their ion without requirement of energy by their own, it means they are coming from higher energy level to the lower energy. Any reaction, if it is proceeding from any reactant is converting into product by its own without requirement of energy, it is only possible when it is shifting its higher energy higher to lower energy. And we can have a proof of this one also. Can you tell me that the particle of gases has more energy or the particle of solids have more energy? Anybody in the class can tell me which states of particle have more energy?
Solid.
Solids particle have more energy. Asking about the movable energy, kinetic energy. Which has more energy, solid or gas? Gas has more energy. Gas particles have no kinetic energy. They are movable. They are continuously moving. They move at faster speed. So if something is converting, like gas particles are moving at faster, we are converting it to solid. So what we are doing is that we are just decreasing their kinetic energy and making that fluid, not movable. So here you see that these are in movable form. These are in movable form, but there it is strict. ये रुक गया, ये move नहीं कर. ये solid पे convert. It has converted into solid. Solid में convert. BaSO4 means solid. It is solid. इसका मतलब कोई चीज पहले से मूव करने वाली थी, अब वो सॉलिड बन गई. उसे एक चीज सॉलिड बन गई. इसका मतलब the randomness of the particle is decreased. Here the randomness is more. Here the randomness is less. एक जगह randomness ज्यादा, दूसरी जगह randomness कम. इसका मतलब simple सी बात है. Here energy is decreased, and something which is movable, they change into another form where they convert it into solid. It means they have loosened their energy. Movable things when converted into solid, they loosen their energy. और अगर कोई चीज अपनी एनर्जी को लूज कर रहा है यानी कम कर रहा है, उसका मतलब वो स्टेबल फॉर्म कर रहा है, ज्यादा स्टेबल फॉर्म. If I'm saying that barium chloride is converting into sodium sulfate in a process. Sorry, reaction with barium chloride and react with sodium sulfate in a process. And it is giving you BaSO4 plus NaCl, and it is showing the formation of PPT indicate that randomness is decreased and randomness result in Decrease in randomness result in lower in energy. तो कोई भी चीज अगर हायर एनर्जी लेवल पर है वो अपने आप लोअर एनर्जी लेवल पर आ जाएगा. So displacement and double displacement reaction both are exothermic in nature because they are shifting from higher energy से they are shifting from higher energy level energy to lower. समझ आया? They are shifting from higher energy level to lower. Got it? समझ आया? So displacement reaction and double displacement reactions both are exothermic. So please note it down. This one. These reactions please. It down. That's the white PPT बनेगी. Shafia, are you there? Shafia,
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I leave the meeting?
Right. 19.5. बाकी के रिएक्शंस के एग्जांपल्स हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. Please take the screenshot of these reactions. Please the screenshot did you done earlier
Yes, sir.
and take the screenshot of these two reactions that we have to complete. This one, potassium iodide when react with lead nitrate, is yellow paper. All displacement reaction are. Have you taken the screenshot of this one? Have you taken the screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Last screenshot of this. You have to memorize that different formula. Only these four reactions are there in the syllabus, and from that only we will be able to memorize the